Merry Christmas, the Internet! In 1999, Aardman, the makers of Wallace and Gromit, made a partnership with DreamWorks in order to make their first film, Chicken Run, followed by Wallace and Gromit's film, The Curse of the Were Rabbit, and Flushed Away. The former two were both critical and commercial hits, while Flushed Away was not. This eventually led to both DreamWorks and Aardman ways in 2007. During that time, Sony Pictures Animation, a brand new animation studio at the time, offered a deal with them to make more films for them. The first being today's review, Arthur Christmas. In this universe, Santa is a position that is given to a generation. The current Santa, Malcolm, is tired after many years of being Santa, but still wants to keep on. One Christmas night, it's discovered that a child has been missed, which deeply upsets Arthur's son, Santa's son, Arthur, who works in the mailroom. His oldest, Steve, says that it's too late to deliver the gift, but Arthur won't give up easily. So his grandfather, Grand Santa, along with a rapping elf called Briney, hop on the old sleigh and must get to the missing child before time runs out. This is easily one of the best films set during Christmas. For starters, the film can be creative at times. The way the North Pole is set up as this military-esque system, with all the gadgets used to deliver gifts and all the it's and stuff is quite cool, especially in the opening scene of all the elves delivering the gifts. I also love the theme of this film, which is compromising. Grand Santa and Steve have very conflicting life views. Steve prefers that tech is the way to go, while Grand Santa states that you can't beat the old with his magic. In other films, the film could have easily sided with one and demonized the other, but instead stated the pros and cons of both where tech is more advanced and can make things easier, but is more cold and needs to be run by someone who has the joy of making kids happy. While magic can be whimsical, it is dated and a relic of the past. As the movie goes on, the journey of delivering the gift becomes more of a learning string for the Clauses, where Grand Santa learns to move on, while Steve learns that a true Santa is the one who cares the most. In a way, Arthur is basically the driving force of this story where it doesn't matter what it is tech, magic, as long as children from around the world are happy, which is quite an amazing lesson for everyone. In any other film, either Steve or Malcolm could have been this twist villain like Hans from Frozen or Water News from Monsters Inc., but instead they're just people with flaws that need to overcome, which is really good storytelling. Sometimes you don't need a villain in your story, just something our heroes need to overcome. But what about our characters? Arthur is such a lovable character because of how selfless he is. Sure, he can sometimes lose hope, but he always gets right back up, making him such an inspiring main character. Grand Santa is quite possibly my favorite character in this film because of his dry sense of humor and intriguing character growth. The visuals for this film are absolutely wonderful. The sets look large and grand, and there are so many scenes that have a lot of flair, like the previously mentioned delivery scene, because there's so much going on. The character designs at first look a little off to me with their small eyes, but I eventually grew on it. Plus, it fits a film made in the UK. Speaking of which, the film features some Armin's clever, dry-witted British charm we know from the studio, with the humor being quite sophisticated for a CGI family film that doesn't rely on gross-out humor. To conclude, after watching the creepy and dragged-out Polar Express, it's nice to see a Christmas film with so much heart, sophistication, charm, and beauty. This easily gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Check it out this Christmas.